See. All right. Testing, testing. This is a test of the emergency broadcast system just to make sure that you can hear my voice out there. Oh, the microphone's on here. All right, I think we're good to go. We've made it to another Friday, boys, girls, and everyone in between. Thank you for joining us for a new art challenge here at SO Art Studio. We are a studio created by artists for artists, and in our sketch sessions, we talk about anything that crosses our mind while creating human art. I am SO, and with me, as always, is the co-creator and motivator, Miss Lily.
Guys, it's Friday.
It's Friday.
Happy
It's
Friday.
Friday. Time to relax, folks.
Mhm.
Let some weight off. Get into some art. Just do fun, creative things, or go out. I don't know, whatever floats your boat. But tonight, we are taking on a new challenge that I have dubbed Strike a Pose. And it's pretty much where we choose a reference pose from the online and we create a character from it. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and get a little housekeeping out of the way. If you are watching the stream, join us in chat. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I heard a weird noise and I was like, what the heck is that?
Sorry, that was me sharing my screen.
Oh, okay. It's all right.
Yeah, I forgot.
It's
that.
perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. What was I saying? Oh, right. If you're watching our stream, join us in chat. It lets YouTube and Twitch know that you are here and counted. If you are a first-time watcher on Twitch, hit that follow button. And if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and the bell so you get a notification next time we get online, which we are online every Friday, unless something comes up, at 7 p.m. Central Time. If you take a look at chat, you will see links to Miss Lily's socials, both Instagram and TikTok. You can find her at Lily Lilac Draws, all one word. And you will also find a link to our Link Spree page, where you can find more art clips and you can donate to the studio. Let's see here. Let me make sure that oh man, I never changed over the basing. Nobody can see us. Now they can see us. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Let me make sure that I am watching your stream here so we can get you. There we go. Okay, so we're going to be working off of a pose that we found online. Since the last time we did this challenge, we had a pose of a woman. I figured that we would have a guy pose today. Hey, Mark's in chat. How's it going today? Hope everything's good, man. Um, and it should be. Let's see. I think we both agreed on a pose, and I hope that I ended up getting the right one. I think I did. It was pose number 7, right? I'm pretty sure I got the right pose. All right, let me go ahead and pull up our screens, and I'm going to pull up the pose here. All right, guys, if you see a pose in the middle of the screen, this is going to be the pose we are working off of, and we are going to turn it into any character that I guess that the pose reminds us of, or whatever we can conjure up from the back of our heads. Oh wait, hold on. It looks like your stream is paused.
Nope. Why?
There we go. All right, we're back.
It's good. Okay.
All right. Let's go ahead and get some art going. Oh man, a lot has happened in the last week since we had a stream, and we have some stories that I don't know. I guess I would consider them pretty feel good stories. Yeah, we don't have very many bad stories this time around. Maybe there's one or two, but a good majority of them are things to look forward to at the very least. Do you want to start us off on? I don't know. Do you want to like go through like entertainment news that we've been coming across lately? Maybe start with yours first, and maybe we can then go into any other entertainment news. I can't talk today. I didn't do my mouth exercises. I got a big dumb clumsy tongue.
Today's topics I picked were mainly from video games. So
Yeah.
So if you're okay, I can start.
Yeah, go right on ahead. Have
Okay.
at it.
Yeah, I moved this one up because I was a little like I thought it was AI, but then a lot of people were confirming it because of like this little glimpse of it in the first trailer or
Yeah.
whatever. But Fox from Star Fox is
Yeah.
announced to be in the Super Mario Galaxy movie,
Mm-hmm.
which I am upset that they actually announced it because I really wished,
You
like
wanted
the
it to be a
trailer, that
surprise.
they kept it a surprise. Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
because it was not like some people caught it, like sure, but a lot of people didn't. I wasn't one of those, and I kind of wish they had kept it hidden. Kind of like how they tried to keep the fact that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield were coming on to the third Spider-Man movie. Like they tried to hide that as much as possible,
Oh
which I
yeah, they did.
wish,
They
yeah,
really
I
did.
wish they did with this one too. Because can you imagine going into the theater and you're just like, yeah, Mario characters. And then all of a sudden Fox pops up on screen. You're like, what the heck?
Exactly. Like
That would have blown my mind.
I
Like I would
think
have lost it.
yeah, I think Chris Pratt and Charlie Day were on one of the Tonight shows. The one that has what's his name? Jimmy Fallon. His Tonight Show. And they were like confirming and denying rumors by using a turtle shell and a mystery box, right? And then one of the questions that Jimmy Fallon had was that were there going to be characters from outside of the Mario universe making an appearance in this movie, and they confirmed it. And I was like, so that tells me if they're willing to give that information away, that tells me that either A, it means that there's going to be a lot more characters coming in, or B, for some reason they got to get the hype going for this movie, which I don't know why they would, because it's a big franchise that made the last movie made a ton of money.
Yeah,
But
I don't know why. Like I get it. Nintendo wants to um push sales for this movie,
mm-hmm,
push sales for the Switch too, do all sorts of things, right?
right, right,
Um, but yeah, like they might have done this preemptively because it's been confirmed that a new Star Fox game is coming
There
out too.
is? Oh, dude.
I think so. I think that's why they're doing it. So it gains traction now ahead of
Yeah.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I still think if they kept the element of surprise, it still would have paid off.
I
Like
have
I think
no idea. No
I don't
idea
know.
you.
I was reading, but they're saying if I misread it and it was like a rumor, right, that I
Yeah.
happened to read, that's my bad. But people are saying that's what's happening because with the first movie, Donkey Kong was in
Mm-hmm.
the first movie, right? And
Exactly.
he had this amazing redesign. And then they came out with Donkey Kong Bonanza, I believe.
Yeah.
His latest game
Right.
came out and that came off as a hit. So they were saying that's probably what's happening here.
That
You
would
know,
make
Fox is going to
sense.
show up and then a new Star Fox game is coming out. Which yeah, I get it. But I still think if they had kept it a surprise, it still would have been amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would have been fun.
Yeah, people would have marketed it for you and you would have already won. Like I don't yeah, I'm a little peeved that they ruined the element of surprise, but they're saying that with what you just said like earlier,
Mm-hmm.
is this hinting if they're comfortable like um confirming this information, does that mean more characters will be showing up? And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
people are speculating that this is the start of the Smash Bros. Cinematic universe.
Dude, that would be
Cause
so sick.
yeah,
That would be
because
so
Link
cool,
is
man.
yeah, because Link is having his own movie.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I
Legend of
mean,
Zelda
we already get
is
Yoshi,
confirmed.
but that's within the Marvel. I'm sorry, that's within the Mario universe, right?
Mhm.
Star Fox, we already got Donkey Kong, but technically Donkey Kong has a tether to the Mario universe as well. Um, I don't know. Do you think we could get something like a Kirby or a? I mean, technically, we already have Pokemon movies.
Yeah,
But not
I don't
animated,
know.
of course, or animated in this way, in the way that the Mario movies being animated. I don't know. It
Kind
could be
of
really
not
interesting.
really. Because
Mm-hmm.
remember Detective Pikachu?
Yeah, that's the one I was
Yeah.
thinking about.
That
Yeah,
kind of that kind
it's
of
kind of
counts.
live
Like it's
action.
not yeah, it's not the same, but
Mm-hmm.
it kind of is. I don't know. Like but
Uh,
yeah, it'll be exciting to see. I don't know how they're gonna pull it off. But yeah,
what do
we're
you
in
think
this
about the
timeline.
What do you think about the actor, Glenn Powell playing Fox McCloud?
I don't know real people, so I don't know who that is just off the top of my
He
head.
is. Let's see. Man, he has.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, that
I love
guy.
that guy.
He's been in like a number of things. He's been the
Okay, yeah,
new hot actor lately.
I can see him as
Mm-hmm.
Fox. I think he gives off Fox vibes. That's pretty
He
cool.
gives off.
Which,
Yeah,
if we're
yeah.
gonna talk about voice actors, who was it that was announced for Yoshi?
Oh, I don't
Donald
know.
Glover?
Donald Glover's
Donald
playing
Glover.
Yoshi.
He,
I did not know that. I saw him at some of the
yeah.
press tours. I didn't know that because I know
Yeah,
that
he's gonna be the
Allison.
voice of Yoshi.
Wait. Who's playing? Not Peach. Oh crap. Uh, it's gonna bother me.
Uh,
The other
the
princess,
the the
the Princess Rosalind,
Bree something
Allison Brie,
Bree. Yeah, I think that's her name, right?
Rosalina. Rosalina is her name. There we go.
The lady who played it's not Allison Brie.
No,
It's the lady who played
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel, right? Yeah.
Crap, what's her name? It's Brie Larson.
There we go. Yeah,
There
Brie
we
Larson.
are.
Yeah. She
Mark's on
was
top of it
confirmed
in
to
chat,
be
man.
yeah, she was confirmed to be like a big nerd, so she was super happy to be cast
Right? Yeah,
as
she's a gigantic nerd from what I hear.
Makes sense why she was in Scott Pilgrim, which I
Mm-hmm.
still haven't seen, but I've heard it was
What?
pretty good. I
Dude.
really like the comics. Like
Yeah.
and you know how much I don't like live action.
Adaptations. Yeah.
I hate
Dude, you gotta
live
watch
action.
it. It's a really good movie. And the Netflix anime is actually pretty good as well.
Oh, that
Or
one's amazing.
yeah.
But, because it's animated. I think
Mm-hmm.
it I first learned of that property from the comic books. So,
Yeah.
have you read the comic books?
I've read maybe a volume of two. Like so back in the day, I used to go to I'm aging myself again. But back in the day, I used to go to the public library to read graphic novels because I didn't have the most money back in the day. I was a wee bit poor, so I would always go to the library to read manga and comic books. And Scott Pilgrim was one of the first graphic novels that I'd say not one of the first, but it was one of the few graphic novels that I read in a library. And I think I only got through like maybe two volumes before I couldn't find any more volumes at the library anymore. Because they have a limited number. So, but yeah, I've read a few books from that story, but I never got to read the whole thing. But the
It's
movie
really good.
was. Mm-hmm.
Um, so, if I feel like if I watch the movie and it doesn't match that standard,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be very disappointed because but from the clips I've seen, the the comedic timing and stuff like that matches how I would imagine it would be
Mm-hmm.
like if the comic book came to life.
Yeah.
So yeah, after how many years? I don't even know when the movie released.
Oh
I'll
Jesus! I
maybe
think this was
watch
like
the
in the
movie.
2010s, if I if
Yeah,
I'm not mistaken.
I'll maybe watch it after this long.
Yeah, you gotta.
But
It's the humor is there. The actors do a really good job at kind of like translating that humor. What I really liked about the movie was that they kept a lot of the um, video game inspired aesthetic of the comic book.
yeah.
And they did a really good job of translating that. So yeah, I most definitely recommend. Like if you liked the Netflix animation, I think you'd like the live action.
Hmm. Okay. But yeah, that's the news from that side of Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go to the other side of Nintendo, where they announced earlier this week that they're gonna cut production of the Switch 2 by 30%.
Ooh.
Only because it was underperforming in sales during the holidays. So
Okay,
that's
sure.
crazy considering what's been happening recently with the Switch 2. It's
Right,
just been
right.
flying off the shelves.
Yeah, I was about to mention the fact that before Pokepia, there wasn't a lot of hype behind the console. And if we're
Mm,
talking about a business who only works in like prediction markets, it makes sense that they would reduce production of the console. But yeah, it's like you said, within the last week or since the release of an actual exclusive title that people want to play, now it's
mhm.
flying off the shelves. Which I don't know. It it makes me wonder. Well, you're pretty much the same prediction you have if you want to go over the prediction that you wrote down here because I was wondering the same thing.
Oh yeah. Um, my prediction being that prices will go up due to the cut.
Mm-hmm.
Because higher demand, um,
Exactly.
you know,
Yeah.
drives the price of it. But I maybe they will compete price wise due to what's happening with Sony right now because
Mm-hmm.
Sony announced something earlier today where they're going to be raising the price of the PlayStation 5 again
Oh, fuck me, man.
for the second time this year. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
in a
that's not
year.
fun.
And compared to Nintendo where they haven't raise the price at all.
Mm-hmm.
They're only now announcing that they're going to cut production, which
Yeah.
I think might be a strategic move by them to drive more sales.
Mm-hmm.
Um, people are like, "Oh my gosh, more games are releasing for the Switch 2 and Pocopio is such a hit and I really have to jump on the the wagon now
Mm-hmm.
before it's like really hard to find a Switch because I was going, I bought my Switch 2 this last weekend.
Woohoo!
Yeah, and the Mario Kart bundle
Yeah.
was discontinued that
Wait,
weekend.
what? Oh
Yeah,
no. So you couldn't
and
find that bundle anymore?
which is crazy because I was
Come
at
on.
Costco. I
Yeah.
was at Costco um that that week, like the
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday before the weekend, and they had like the thing where they
Yeah.
display the bundle or whatever. And I even took a picture of it and I shared it to my Instagram. And then,
Yeah.
you know, um the GameStop that I went to trade in my Switch and my 3DS,
Mm-hmm.
they said, "Yeah, we don't have the bundle and it's been
Ah,
discontinued." So,
God damn
we
it.
know for sure we're not getting any more. So, we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna see if other GameStops have it. And then they said, "No, they don't." And I even called too.
Oh
And then I was
God.
like, "Wait a minute. Costco has it." So I
Right?
called Costco and they were like, "Yeah, no, we don't have that bundle." So I was like, "What
Oh,
is
dude.
going on?" Yeah, they were losing a lot of money from that because Mario Kart, the newest game, is $80. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Well, yeah,
Um,
I think a while, man, this had to have been like somewhere around last year. What I was gonna mention is that whenever we were talking about the low sales of the Switch Two in the beginning of its release, a lot of people were complaining about the console because they had ended up raising the price of buying the cartridges to $80, and it was probably one of the biggest reasons why it wasn't selling so well. Like, you can still buy the digital version of games, which is a little bit cheaper from what I remember, somewhere around $70. But yeah, everybody was losing their minds around the original release about how expensive buying a game for the Switch 2 was going to be. So that's why I thought, the Switch 2 wasn't that popular in the beginning until eventually we got an exclusive game that people actually wanted to buy. Um,
mhm.
but God, Jesus, $80 for Mario Kart is just diabolical work.
Yeah, it's the only game that's priced 80
Mm-hmm.
um right now. But it's
Pokapia,
yeah,
Pokapia
they
isn't.
keep doing that. No, it's 70.
Oh, okay.
Um, which is
Wait,
crazy that
that's
they're,
weird. Yeah,
doing yeah, the new price point for games right now is 70.
yeah.
I
Mark's
think
right.
that's just gonna be
$70
the
is already
new
too much.
yeah, I think that's just gonna be the new thing, especially with the shortages of chips. But
Mm-hmm.
who knows? Maybe we'll see chips coming back because of what's happening with AI now.
Oh, the
Or at
bubble,
least
the bubble.
or at least the domino effect is happening,
Yeah,
I think.
exactly.
So now that I've mentioned that, I can probably go into it.
Yeah.
Um, was it yesterday? No, on the 24th, on
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday, they announced OpenAI, creator of ChatGPT, is ending Sora.
Woo!
Um, yeah, the
Hell
the
yeah!
video making
And that's
AI
what I'm talking
generative
about.
app. Yes. They didn't say why they're doing it.
Oh.
People have brought up that it could be the growing concern for how realistic the videos are becoming, especially
Mm-hmm.
with deepfake videos. Like you just can't tell reality from the fake stuff anymore. It just
Yeah.
looks too real. But I think it's mainly due to the costs of running the app for the company.
Yes.
It's been proven through recent data that these companies are investing way too much into AI, and
Mm-hmm.
it just takes way too much energy cost. Um, energy itself and money into producing that energy,
Yeah.
it's too much. Like it's way too much money. And I'm pretty sure that's the reason why. Not any concerns that it's fucking up people's brains
Nope.
or
Nope. They don't
if
care
it's
about that part.
ethically sound. Yeah, it's the money.
Yeah, so I ended up whenever I looked into the story, whenever it first broke, the reason I came across it was because whenever they shut down Sora, what they also did is that they lost a $1 billion deal with Disney because Disney had invested $1 billion into Sora and also gave OpenAI access to all of their characters. I believe I remember talking about this, I mean, months ago on stream, where we were talking about how Disney was handing a lot of their characters over to OpenAI like this. So whenever I looked at some of the official statements coming, the official statements and the financial statements coming out of OpenAI, you are right. One of them is that it cost them way too much, and Sora is not the market that they want to aim at anymore, right? So Sora originally, whenever it was released to the public, it was free to use. People can make all of their AI videos, and it was consumer based. It was mostly for the general public to play around with, to have fun with, and then they gave access to Sora to also production companies, Hollywood production companies. But then the company Anthropic, which we've talked about before, another AI company came along and they focused more on business and government productivity, right? And the money and contracts that they were making in that market was way more than the consumer side of it, right? So that's why OpenAI has decided to pivot more towards the same kind of market that Anthropic currently, for the most part, rules in, right? Because of all the government contracts that they've been getting lately. So this is purely a financial decision. Sora wasn't making enough money. It was, like you said, it was costing OpenAI way too much money to keep it going, and they wanted to compete more with Anthropic. So we're gonna start seeing OpenAI tackle businesses and government contracts more, which I don't know if that's better, but I mean, at least they're no longer in the art world. So I mean, in the reality bending world that we exist in on social media, so that's good. Now they're being they are turning their evil powers towards businesses and government. I don't know. I don't know if we win or lose on that one, but it's nice to see them outside of or away from the general public. I've pretty much gotten tired of all their videos out there that for some reason my parents can't seem to tell the difference between whether or not it's real or not. Like, I'm glad to see them go. But the other thing that I ran across was that we may not be out of the woods yet, right? Because Google and their Gemini AI, they're looking to fill the space that Sora's leaving with their Nano Banana program. So
Yeah.
yeah, we still have that to contend with, but seeing as there's no money within this market, the general audience, the general consumer market, that's encouraging, right? That means that AI companies aren't gonna find financial incentive to target that market anymore. Google is a completely different beast, right? Google can do whatever the heck they want because they're the richest corporation in the entire world. they got deep pockets for miles, so they can probably go into this market and not worry too much about it. But it looks as if all the other AI companies that are looking to make a profit, they're leaving. So That's always a plus. That's always a plus to see the market dwindle a little bit.
It has to start somewhere, right?
Exactly.
So, like I said, it's more of a domino effect than really a bubble
Mm-hmm.
bursting.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
you're right. You're right. That's a
yeah,
good point.
it's just seeing the steps, and then like, yeah, I think the public outcry, like the public needs to be speaking more out about it, more than they already are. Like it's kind
Mm-hmm.
of crazy because, not a
Yeah,
lot of people are happy with this. Like no one
exactly.
wants this. Um, and the people who do want it need to wake up. Like
Mm-hmm.
this isn't healthy. It's not helping us. Yeah, like the amount of articles that I've been reading of like teachers seeing their students using AI
Mm-hmm.
and then them getting caught using plagiarism through AI, and then them, like this one article, a student was using the AI to write an apology letter to their professor for being caught using
God
AI
damn, what the
to
hell?
write their paper. Yeah,
Oh my
and that's
god.
the thought process now with not just kids, like
Mm-hmm.
adults are doing it too, and that's not healthy. Like your brain is meant to be used.
Yeah.
If you don't use it, you're you're going to lose it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it goes the mush, folks.
we're,
It
we're
really
turning
does.
dumb. Like we're
Dude,
we're turning dumb in real
I
time.
I always feel like an old man, right? Whenever I start complaining about AI and this doggone new technology and whatnot. But I mean, in all
Mhm.
seriousness, right? Like, okay, so the reason it makes me feel like an old man because I remember back in the day where you know, our parents used to say things like, "Oh, if you keep playing these video games, you're gonna be violent or you're gonna get lazy." And then before that, it was like, "Oh, if you watch too much TV, you're gonna be it's gonna ruin your eyesight or you're not gonna get any sun and you're gonna get sick all the time." And I'm pretty sure before that it was something about radio, and before that it was something about electricity, and before that it was something about horse-drawn carriages. I don't know. Right? Every generation has something to complain about, some new technology that's coming along. And I was kind of hoping that I wouldn't be that way, right? Like I would grow up and I would be like, this new technology is all right. But then AI comes along.
Yeah.
And it really makes me wonder, like, am I being an old fogey about this, or is this really, screwing up society in some form or fashion? And everything seems to be pointing towards like this is like ruining society in a significant manner. And so I don't know. I don't know. I guess like I don't know. I mean, what do you think? Are we like screaming at clouds here, or is this like an authentic concern that society needs to have?
I mean, I feel like that's how I feel for pretty much anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I talk to people about the political climate,
Yeah.
um, talking to people about AI,
Mm-hmm.
it does feel like, I think I even told you, I feel like I'm that one guy
Mm-hmm.
who was yelling about the water making the frogs gay. Like I feel like
You
I'm
don't look
that
anything like
guy.
Alex Jones, by the way.
Thank you. I hope not. But I feel like I'm Alex Jones and I'm yelling
Mm-hmm.
about the water turning the frogs gay. But
Yeah.
we're yelling about something that's legitimately, like, this is real. This isn't
Right.
about frogs turning gay. This is about real things that people should be concerned about. Like,
Exactly.
and they're looking at me like I'm yelling about frogs being gay. Like, like, and that's how I
It's
feel.
turning the freaking frogs gay here, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
looking at me like, yeah, whatever. Keep
Whatever you
going,
say, old
old,
lady. You just don't
yeah,
like
you old
technology. Yeah.
codger who,
Yeah. It makes me
like,
feel the same way. And
it's weird.
I wonder if we felt like that because the kids or the younger I don't want to say kids because it's not only just kids, it's also adults. But for instance, right, whenever Sora went down, I saw a lot of social media accounts complaining about this, right, especially through the SR Studio account, right? Where you had a number of these quote unquote AI artists who were, hey, Forest Hammer, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream, dude. Happy to have you here. Um, it was a lot of these AI artists who were complaining that they had spent as they put it, they spent months on creating all these videos and stuff, and then
I spent time creating.
they spent so much time creating all this stuff, and now Sora's gone, and now all their hard work went down the drain. And everybody's laughing at these people, right? Like, what hard work are you talking about, bro? You were prompting the entire time, and and for the most part, we're all laughing about it.
Fingers. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, right.
That you spent the time to press buttons on a keyboard.
I'm so sorry. Your plagiarized things are gone, my dude. Yeah. Like, oh no. But yeah, man. So they're over here, they're over here mad that their typed prompts are gone, and like they're not the only one. There's like multiple people accounts online complaining about their accounts being gone and everything being erased, and their whole thing is like, oh, you if you don't see a problem with this, then you're the issue, and you need to adapt or die. That's what you're always hearing, adapt or die, right? As an artist, I guess. So apparently we're not adapting fast enough for these guys, but it makes you feel like you're going freaking crazy, man. Like, what?
Yep.
How? I know I'm not that old. I know I'm not the old guy shaking a fist at a cloud yelling that these darn kids nowadays and their AI. But I mean, it's we always joke about brain rot, but this is like true brain rot, right?
I just learned about one generative AI video property that was really popular that got taken down.
Oh.
Love Island or something like that.
Oh, I've heard of this. Yeah, it was like it was like a web series, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a parody on Love Island, which in itself is already kind of
it's
small,
already brain rot right there, right
kind
there.
of bad. And then they put it through something even worse, and now it's just trash on trash.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it got taken down. And I was
oh no.
I saw some of the clips because people were, talking about it, how bad it is. So they put some videos of it to show how bad it was, and I was watching it and I was like, people
oh dude, I can only imagine. I've only seen screenshots.
Watch this. And they describe it as like the Coco Melon for adults. And I was watching it.
Fuck. Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I kind of get it. I kind of get.
Wait, what? What do you mean you kind of get it?
I kind of get why some people, like, how you sit down and your kid is like watching something and you're like, oh, it's a kid's thing,
Yeah.
Whatever. But then you actually get sucked into it.
Oh,
not because it's good, but it has like a lulling type of.
It's like watching.
It's kind of hypnotic.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yeah. I got a kid that watches all kinds of.
So when I was watching
shit.
it, so when I was watching it, it had that effect. Not because it was good, but because I don't know. There's something weird about it, and I was just like, I kind of get it. I kind of get why
it's kind of surreal. So was it? Is it kind of like a play on like what is it, Big Brother or because I've never seen any of these videos. So is it like a play on Big Brother or like Love Island or something?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
Like they take some of the stuff from Love Island. Like some of the stuff that's been said on it or whatever that happened on it.
Oh, and they're just feeding it through the.
Yeah, but
AI.
It's like fruits. It's fruit themed.
Huh.
And Yeah, and because it's like kind of it because it steals from other properties,
Right.
right? It
Mm-hmm.
looks like it takes from the Pixar animation type
I see.
look, big eyes and stuff like that.
It's adult
So,
Pixar.
mhm. But because of the way it looks, kids are watching it, you
Oh
know, and
no.
it's very provocative because of the property that it's copying.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm-hmm.
think that's why it got taken down. I'm not entirely sure why it got taken down. Otherwise, in any sense, I'm happy. But
Yeah.
because it was imitating that style, kids were watching it and they're being exposed to like
Oof.
stuff they shouldn't know, like
Dude,
terminologies that they should not know
I
at
shit you
that age
not.
anyway.
I shit you not. A good majority of time, I have to be militant on what my kid watches because of the
Yeah.
amount of like AI brain rot that's out there. Like a good majority of time, whenever it comes to YouTube is usually gonna have like you're gonna run into an AI video of some sort, and I think YouTube may be working on that, maybe, and I say that take that with a big grain of salt because this is YouTube we're talking about, and they mostly care about profit at the end of the day. So if
Hmm.
videos are getting traction, they really don't care too much about it. And we all know what Elsa Gate is, right? So
Yep,
um,
this is the new Elsa Gate,
yeah,
basically.
yeah. Because like there are times like I've had to completely block YouTube Shorts because of this very reason. Just the amount of AI generated videos and AI generated brain rot that tries to pass themselves off as being um, i- uh, um, educational and tries to pass itself off as being informative. Like, dude, it's insane. Like, I'm constantly having to block accounts. Like, it gives me. I have waking
Yeah.
dreams of having to block AI channels.
Hmm.
Oh no, Mark doesn't know what Elsa Gate is. Holy crap, dude! Do I have a story to tell you?
It's it's pretty bad.
It
And
is bad,
it
man.
it's weird because you can't really pinpoint when it started. Like
Yeah, yeah, it's
it
true.
just kind of it just kind of sprouted like a weed, and then it spread like a weed,
So
and it's
yeah,
really really bad.
yeah. Originally it started off as like AI. Well, a lot of it is AI generated, but it was pretty much YouTube videos and shorts that were kind of masquerading as like child friendly content, and it would have like various characters. The reason it's called Elsa Gate because Elsa from Frozen was a part of a part or in a lot of the videos, but it also had like Paw Patrol and
Spider-Man.
Spider Man as well. But it would a lot of these videos would have like disturbing themes, or they would have violence, or they would have like
A lot
sexual
of it was
situations.
Elsa being pregnant.
Yeah, a
Like
lot of
it
fetish
was really
stuff. Yeah, it
weird.
was
Yeah.
really weird, man. It originally started. So the AI generated stuff didn't start till later. But it originally started, I think, like somewhere around like a little bit before 2020, but you saw a good majority of it during COVID. Like for it was everywhere during COVID times, and I think it originally it started off with like just basic animations
Yeah,
and
like
people,
Flash
yeah,
animation.
like flash
Someone
animations.
was making that.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah. This was
someone
definitely
was
an adult
animating it.
trying
Yeah.
to cash in on kids only content. Like I remember seeing a couple of them where people were using toys. Um and yeah, dude, it was bad. It was real bad. And I think I don't remember if YouTube ever cracked down on it or not.
They tried to.
It did try to. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't remember whether or not it did, but good God, dude, it was terrible. And like I said, the only reason I came across it was because, and the reason I say it started in 2020, it could have started earlier, but the only reason I came across it was because 2020 was around the time I had a kid, and all of a
Mhm.
sudden I'm exposed to like the underbelly of online kids content, dude. Like the amount of brain rot that exists out there is insane, and I don't. Ugh. And like I said, I have waking dreams about it to this day. But like it's like Lily said, this could be a domino effect. We could be seeing less and less of these videos now that Sora's gone. Although, I mean, hell, I'm being pessimistic. I don't mean to be, but I mean, we still got Sea Dance to worry about. We still got Nano Banana to worry about. Um, but I don't know whether or not I know Nano Banana is free to use. I don't know if Sea Dance is free to use, and a lot of these bros are looking to do all this stuff for free. They really don't want to put much money into it. So maybe it could be a cooling effect. I don't know. I hope so. But I hope this is the beginning of the end for these AI videos.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
It's only a matter of time,
Mhm.
especially since sentiments towards it has always been kind of negative. Thanks to the artistic community out there, guys. Thank you very much. Keep at it. You know, continue to come down hard on the heads of AI users. We all need to do our part.
Mhm.
Let's see. Oh man, I saw this thing about Fortnite that you put up there. What was that about?
Oh yeah. Um, let me just quickly read over it.
Mm-hmm.
So earlier this week, they announced that Fortnite was laying off 1,000 of its employees because
Mm-hmm.
of the um, low player rate that they're seeing right now. Like
Yeah.
it's going down, and they're obviously, I guess, not making enough money to warrant that many people.
Mm-hmm.
So they're laying off 1,000 employees. But uh, some fans have been seeing that.
Maybe
Did you
one
add
of
some
them.
stuff to it?
Well, they
Oh, I
did.
think you did. Yeah,
Yeah.
but some fans
Mm-hmm.
have been seeing that there have been some rising ra raised prices of some of the skins.
Mm-hmm.
Um, particularly the ones for that one property. Is it the one where
Um.
they're climbing? I can't remember which one, but they were complaining that the skins for the game
Mm-hmm.
that are emulating the game characters from this game cost more than the actual game that they're from.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, and with the news of them laying people off, they're just like, do you really need to be doing this? You're already laid off like 1,000 people. Do you really need to be raising the prices of your skins that have already been released?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are you doing that? You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Well, and the other thing was that they ended up so you can spend real money to get the in-game currency called V-Bucks in the game, right? So you can buy skins, you can buy, you know, all the cosmetics and all that stuff. And you can even use it towards buying the season pass. The season pass itself was actually lowered in price by a bit. This season was only, I think, like 900 V-Bucks, whereas the season before was somewhere around 1,000. I think a lot of people complained at the time because of that. But what they ended up doing is that the amount of real world money that you would spend to get said V-Bucks was increased, or at the very least, you were getting less V-Bucks for the amount of money that you were spending, which in turn was increasing or decreasing how much the V-Bucks were worth, right, in game. So
Mm.
it was a combination of you're having to spend more money to get V-Bucks, and then the V-Bucks or the how much the cosmetics cost in V-Bucks went up, right? So it's just like this avalanche of costs that are coming down on people's heads that play the game. Um, I, I mean, I've been playing the game since God, I don't know. I kind of probably since 2018 ish, roughly.
Mhm.
Um, and I've noted. I mean, like I'm not the type to really like buy a lot of cosmetics unless I'm just like really nerding out on something. I think the last thing I bought in the game was the Batmobile because let's admit it, it was the fucking Batmobile, right? So you telling me I could drive around the Batmobile? Hell yeah. But I ended up yeah, as far as like I'm not too keen on buying skins and stuff like that. So for me, it didn't really affect me too much, you know, because you still get in-game currency as long as you have the season pass. Oh, that was the other thing I think that ended up happening is that they ended up reducing the amount of in-game currency that you can gain through gameplay. Oh yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I bought the Vegeta skin as well, Mark. So Vegeta's my boy. So yeah, yeah. The uh what was I saying? Oh crap. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, I think the game is essentially costing more to play, and if you wanna get cosmetics, it's costing players more. So this announcement of 1,000 employees being laid off just kind of rubs the fan base the wrong way. You know what I mean? Like, not only are you costing us more money, but now we're hearing that you're getting rid of employees. So you're making a profit and you're getting rid of employees. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like, it's
it's
weird. Why? Why? So you're making more money and more money
mm-hmm.
and hurting both, like, more people from it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like,
Yeah, it
like,
rubbed a lot of people in the fan base the wrong way, especially since the new season 2 just got through dropping for the game. So you had a lot of people who were protesting the new season, saying that they weren't going to spend money on it. Um, yeah, yeah. I ended up getting the season pass, but that's because I had enough V bucks from the in-game currency from the last season pass. I usually save my currency for for the new season, because otherwise that means you get new seasons for free. So, but yeah, yeah, it pissed off a lot of people, and I can understand why. Of course, the excuse that Tim Sweeney is giving for the layoffs, I mean, Fortnite is still even though the engagement is down, right? As he is saying, Fortnite's a gigantic game. Like it's still a behemoth of a game, and they keep expanding it. Although I will say that they have announced that they will be getting rid of some game modes that aren't as popular. So like I think they're taking a look at the Fortnite racing game, as well as Fortnite Festival, which is the um, the rhythm game within Fortnite. I think they're looking at those two modes, looking to get rid of them. I don't know exactly. No official announcements have been made, so those are only rumors at for the time being. But I mean, it's still a freaking massive game, and as far as I know, the contract that they have with Disney, they're I think this was announced last year that they were in the process of expanding the game to include an entire Disney ecosystem within the Fortnite world. So, I mean, it looks as if they're still growing, or at least they got Disney money to grow. So, so I don't know that honestly that just makes these layoffs it stings all the more, right? And it makes you look at them kind of crooked. Be like, hey, you know what the hell you doing here, man? Yeah, yeah, but it leaves a bad taste in a lot of fans' mouths, and I don't blame them in the slightest. Don't dig into my pockets while also, making more money by letting go employees. That's no bueno. But the CEO is also saying that Epic Games aren't the only ones doing this, which I think we can all admit, right? Whenever it comes to game companies, they always drop employees and have massive layoffs. Like, I could not work in the industry because it is so fucking volatile, man. You don't know if you're gonna be there for very long. Although I would love to do or character design. um, but yeah, man, it leaves a bad taste. I don't I don't like it. Although I'm kind of a hypocrite because I'm still playing it. I'm still having fun this season. I get it. I'm a bad person, but I'm a little bit of a hypocrite. Sorry. I'm sorry, all the fans out there. I'm still playing the game. You've never played the game, right?
I tried. I don't like it.
You don't? Do you
I'm
like
not really
shooters
into.
or?
I can play a shooter. I'm not very
Mm-hmm.
good at it, but like I don't like that type of shooting. Like
Oh.
what is it? Um, there's a name for that type of where you just drop into an arena and go against
Oh,
people. I
battle
don't like that.
royale. You
Yeah,
don't like
I
battle
don't like that.
royales.
No, not my thing.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
it can
know.
get a little frustrating. If you're not used to like dropping into a game and the moment you get killed, you got to start all over again. I
Yeah,
get
no
it.
thanks.
It makes sense. Let's see here. So, other than that, what else do we have for topics here? Um, oh, speaking of video games, there was another topic regarding where we mix our gripes with video games and AI together. What was that?
Oh, Crimson Desert.
Mm-hmm. So I'll admit I'm not too familiar with this game. I had to look it up and look at the trailers to figure out what the hell it was. Do you think you can explain it a little bit better? Like what kind of game
Not
is
really.
this?
I mean, apparently because I go on Polygon
Mm-hmm.
and Kotaku for my news, those are gaming centric news websites.
Right.
So they're going to talk about the stuff that's coming out. Like they've had a bunch of articles on Pocopia and they have
Mm-hmm.
guides and all that good stuff. So they were covering this game, and this game claimed to be the ultimate mega game. Like they were marketing it to be like The Witcher 3, Breath of the Wild, Red Dead
Oh
Redemption,
Jesus.
Final Fantasy 14, like all in one, right?
Yeah.
So
Don't
it's
hype
got that
yourself up too much.
yeah, it's got that fantasy element to it. It's an RPG. You go
Mm-hmm.
do quests, stuff like that. But when it came out, I was reading articles, and this one person on Polygon said they played it for 20 hours,
Mm-hmm.
and they basically said it's like the most boring thing they could have done.
Oh
Like the
no.
game, the game is really boring. There's not much you can do
Yeah.
in the first 20 hours, and if you are doing anything, it's just mundane tasks like
Oh
chores and stuff like
Jesus.
that.
20
Yeah, not
hours is a long ass time in a video game.
yeah. So, um that being said, they released this week that the developers for Crimson Desert admitted to the game containing AI art
Oh,
because
come on.
some people have been playing the game
Yeah.
and it's gone up in its rating.
Uh-huh.
It's like at the 70% rating right now.
Okay.
Um,
So
it
decent.
didn't, yeah, it didn't start off pretty good, but it is getting up there. So more people are playing it,
Mm-hmm.
but the players have noticed, like, hey, this artwork that's hanging up in this building that you have here, it kind of looks like AI art. So
Oh, Jesus
they,
Christ.
yeah, I guess they were like confronting the developers, and they were
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, we used AI art for some of the artwork that's in the buildings.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's not only are you hyping yourself up to be the biggest game. Hell, if you're saying that you're better than or that you're a mega game on the likes of like The Witcher and Breath of the Wild and Red Dead, I mean, and then to
Hmm.
come out and be like, "Oh yeah, by the way, we may have used some AI art." here within the development, I mean, you're shooting yourself in the foot. You really are.
Yeah, yeah, like I think the ratings could go down because of that. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I
yeah,
would
because
I
people,
would almost hope so.
yeah,
Like
it's not very good.
I wonder like what's your take? So this isn't the first time where we run across a video game property that has used AI artwork, and I'm not talking so much as if I'm not talking so much of a just general use AI within a video game, because video games have used AI within their develop or not development, but as far as the mechanics of a video game for a while, right? Like, I remember what was that Shadow of Mordor used AI to make enemies harder, or enemies progress depending on your own gameplay. So using AI within the mechanics of a video game is not new, right? But we are noticing AI art being utilized more and more within these gaming companies. And do you think that's like, is that a road that some of these gaming companies are going down because they're looking to cut costs on the amount of artists that are working on their properties? Or do you think it's just like they're just trying to utilize a new technology in like the worst possible way ever? Well, what's your take
Wait,
on that?
so the first thing that you mentioned AI with, it was
Mm-hmm.
to make the enemies harder? Is that
Yeah,
what you were saying?
yeah,
Um,
they've used that
so
in
those,
video games before.
I mean, those are two different AIs.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. There's two totally different things.
yeah, generative AI is cutting out
Mm-hmm.
like someone who made like a person who
Mm-hmm.
made that artwork. Um, AI that is in a game to make the character, and this is the stigma. This is the thing that's happening right now. People are confusing AIs with each other.
Yeah, yeah.
I think the AIs that are in the games, like for example, I think they did this in Last of Us too. Like the enemies would actually learn
Mm-hmm.
from
Yeah.
your pattern.
Yeah, Mark
Um,
makes a good point. It was the Nemesis system in Shadow of Mordor that they were using.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think those are different AI. Like
Yeah.
that's not, I think the AI that is in the games to learn from your patterns,
Mm-hmm.
that's something that's being programmed by a human. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah. It's
how
more
I
of a
was,
system than opposed to
yeah,
a
it's
generative.
it was what I was explaining last stream with
Mm-hmm.
not rotoscoping, with ray tracing. Ray
Yeah.
tracing is what people think AI is, but that is a system that was built by humans. It's a complex, what is the word?
Like a
Let me look at my
complex
notebook.
algorithm, maybe. I don't know.
Algorithm's not the word. It's simulation.
Okay.
It's
Mm-hmm.
a simulation that is programmed by humans. It's very hard to do. And but they've done it time and time again. They've done it for Pixar movies. They've done it for video games
Mm-hmm.
with ray tracing. And that's what that when they say the AI is learning from you in a video game and it's becoming harder, I think that's what they're saying with that one. That's a
Yeah.
simulation that was programmed by humans to learn from you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Whereas generative AI, the thing that we're villainizing here, it's cutting out the people who created anything,
Mm-hmm.
and stealing from people who created anything. And yeah, it is cutting out people who they could have approached people who've already made artwork and been like, "Hey, can we pay you some money to just put this in the background of our video game.
Yeah.
Or they could have gone to their own team and been like, "Hey, can you guys just make a bunch of like from your brain because we have an art team
Mm-hmm.
who made this
Who's
video game,
familiar with the
right?
property? Yeah.
Yeah, who is working on the game right now. They couldn't
Mm-hmm.
have just come up to them and been like, "Hey, can we pay you a little more to make some background properties?" Because I assume, because then now that they found out that these little things were AI generated, like just
Mm-hmm.
art pieces in the background, and you already have a quote art team, what else on your video game was AI generated?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It poisons the
you
well
know?
at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it undercuts your team. You could have paid your team more to
Mm-hmm.
just draw, because that's what they're there to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
To artistically make your game.
Right.
Um, or you could have just paid someone else, but that's the thing. They didn't want to pay anybody. Um, and that's the problem
Yeah.
with that's the it's always the problem. They don't want to pay somebody. They'd rather just do anything else
Yeah.
but
It
pay.
and that's what
Yeah.
I'm wondering. It's like, is this really about is this really about cutting costs, or is this more about like, oh, I just want to implement a new technology into our game development process, but you're right. As soon as you learn that a gaming company, and this goes for everything, right? This goes for any company out there. As soon as you start implementing generative AI into your marketing, your advertising, your product, you you pretty much kill your reputation amongst most customers out there, right? AI carries a bad stigma with it. And um if I see AI art in your game, I automatically dismiss it, right? If I see an advertisement where you created the whole thing with it's a AI commercial, like, dude, you've pretty much killed yourself in my eyes, right? Like you're no longer a competitor in the market that you're looking to get a foothold in, right? So it's just, I don't know why gaming companies are implementing AI art like this outside of laziness, or that they just are dying to be at the cutting edge of technology. But at what cost? Like, do you think this is just straight laziness, or they're just like itching to use a new technology within their game?
Cost.
Yeah.
I don't think they're trying to prove anything. Um, because humans have proven plenty. Like,
Mm-hmm.
why do you need to use a thing? Like, I don't get, I don't get
Yeah.
it. Like,
Yeah, you
so
already have artists.
those games that they were trying to say they're they're being the ultimate mega game
Mm-hmm.
from, those games had humans working on
Oh,
them that
dude.
made those
And they were
games from,
masterpieces.
yeah, from the
Masterpieces.
bottom up. Like,
Yeah.
if obviously on the list, the only game I've ever played on the list of games I listed was Breath of the Wild. If you
Mm-hmm.
go through Breath of the Wild and you look at every little nook and cranny and you look at all the stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and you think, "Oh my gosh, a human made this." Like
Yeah.
a human drew this little picture that's in this frame, that's in this house, that's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be Link's house or something like that, right?
Right.
Like, what do you have to prove? Like, you're not proving anything. So I think it is purely to cut costs. I
Yeah.
think it's to cut costs. Um, it's also that they're lazy. Let's face
Mm-hmm.
it, they're lazy. They wanted to cut costs.
Yeah.
They're trash.
Yeah. Mark says, he puts in quotes, "We're making record profits, but we're not gonna pay you guys more. We're actually gonna pay you less." That applies to this as well. I think he was commenting on Epic Games pretty much getting rid of the 1,000 employees. But I think that also applies to this, right? Like they're making all this money, but they don't want to pay their artists more money. Forrest Hammer
Yeah.
says, "Path of least resistance, or in this case, path of least expense." Yeah, man. Like I just it annoys me to no end that you're within a field that utilizes human creativity, human expression, right? And you're trying to implement this system that essentially takes the human creativity out of it. It's ridiculous. Like till this day, like I've played Red Dead Redemption series, both 1 and 2, and till this day you see videos where they compare modern video games to the graphics of Red Dead Redemption 2 because it was just so damn good. I mean, hell, just the other day they were comparing Resident Evil Requiem's um, uh, 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 clothing physics to Red Dead, and Red Dead still did it better. You know what I mean? I think people will forever compare video games to Red Dead at this point. But yeah, you're gonna try to put yourself in those categories, and then you're gonna come at us with AI art, man. Come on, don't do that. That's not cool. Like you. I mean, I'm never gonna play whatever the hell this game is, Crimson Desert now. So
It does suck though, because they were I credit where credit's due. Like
mm-hmm.
they were building up their reputation. Like
Yeah.
their game came out and it was boring, but then people were playing it and it's like, oh, actually this isn't that bad. And then they were doing it and then all of a
They were
sudden,
clawing
oh
their way
my
to the top,
gosh,
and they screwed it up.
is this AI art? Now this game is just trash. Like
Oh
now it's
God,
hot
man.
out of the barrel. Like
And game
you can't claim
developers.
to be one. Hmm?
Oh, I was gonna say game developers. It's just not worth it, guys. It's not worth it. You've screwed your franchise for no good reason whatsoever. Oh man, it's so annoying. Super annoying. Did you have another topic that you wanted to go over? I think you have. What is
And then
this?
yeah, the last thing that I briefly okay. I already
Mm-hmm.
mentioned that. But news came out yesterday that Reddit will be implementing ID verification to
Mm-hmm.
combat its AI bot problem. Um it will only be done, this is what they claim. It will only be done to accounts that they suspect are um using AI, that are AI.
Huh.
Mhm.
Okay. I mean, I'm glad that companies are addressing the problem because the bot situation online is insane.
It's
And
really bad.
yeah, it's really bad. We are officially headed towards the dead internet
I mean, it
theory.
always has been, but.
Oh yeah. We're talking about Reddit here. So yeah, yeah, it has always been real bad at some point or another. But it's yeah, I honestly I hope other companies. Well, I don't know. I'm of two minds of this. Right? One, I like the idea that companies are trying to fight against AI bots that we see within social media, especially in social media, right? Because that, unfortunately, the social media has become the Times Square of our global society, right? It's where people get all their news. It's where people get their local news. It's where people learn what they're going to be outraged about next, right? So if you can tamper or reduce the amount of AI accounts, bot accounts out there, and I'm not, and not only AI, but I'm also thinking about bot farms in other countries, right? If we can reduce the amount of those existing online, that's great. But this is my only but. I don't know how comfortable I am giving my ID. I mean, like, do you know how they're verifying IDs? Or like, are you having to upload your driver's license? What is this? Is this like
I
a
mean, yeah, I think it is, but it was only announced
right, right?
yesterday.
So it's still
So,
in its early phases.
but it's only going to be for accounts that they suspect
Mm-hmm.
being AI.
Mm.
So, if you act like a normal human, you should be fine. But
You should be all right.
like, hey, maybe it's that little thing that you have to fill out. Like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, we need to verify that you're a human, and you click the
the
boxes
the
that say
captcha.
the one that, yeah, the
Click all
captcha,
the
or
yeah.
like
Click all
click
the
the
squares that
images
have
that have the
bicycles.
bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I don't know,
I
but
mean, if it's one of those things where it's like, okay, I don't, yeah, the verification method is going to be hard. And maybe if you are targeting only suspected AI accounts, maybe it won't be that bad. Um, there's always that worry of like if a social media website can have my personal information like that, what's to stop that information from going out to the larger public should anything happen, right? Like, granted, we haven't really seen too many hacks, or at least mass hacks, like we see with video game companies, that often. I think the last one that was in the news, man, what was it? Was it like there was like a mass data leak.
actually, if we're gonna talk about data leaks,
Mm-hmm.
um, Mark mentioned to me earlier this week that Crunchyroll got
Yeah,
got
yeah, he sent that over to
hacked.
me too. That's right.
Mhm.
That's right. That's
And
what I was thinking of.
they didn't even announce it to their
Yeah, I
to
don't
their
remember seeing that. That's why
yeah. It's
whenever
other
Mark sent it
people
over
who
to me, I
said
was
it.
like, "Oh shit."
Yeah,
Cuz I
it's
don't
crazy.
remember seeing that at all online. Yeah, this happened like literally 4 days ago. Um there was a hacker breach where they claim to have stolen 6.8 million users data, which is insane. That's a gigantic leak. Thankfully, you don't have to um, submit your state issued ID to log into Crunchyroll, but I'm pretty sure your credit card information's on there.
Yeah, if you had a saved payment,
Uh huh.
for auto pay or whatever, yeah,
Exactly.
it's on there.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Which
that's
my
scary.
old one was, but that card's been discontinued.
Yeah,
So
yeah, same here. I had an old card on there whenever I was subscribed to Crunchyroll, but that card expired, what, like 2 years ago. But I don't know. That's always the fear, right? Whenever it comes down to um, submitting any kind of personal information over to a website, there's always a fear in the back of your head that, all right, what if we have a data link, and do I have to worry about that? Um, if I'm gonna be realistic and maybe a wee bit technical, um, if you're worried about your data being out there, technically it already is.
it is. Mhm.
Yeah, technically it's already out there. So maybe the idea of submitting your ID, I think if anything, I think it just kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth as opposed to the actual reality, which the reality is, if you've ever shopped online, if you've ever put your credit card out there, if you've ever had to put your driver's license number into anything, your data is out there one way or the other. Um, but of course, it always kind of rubs everybody the wrong way the moment you have to submit an ID for anything. I mean, just look at Texans with Pornhub, right?
Mhm.
They're big mad about that to this day. So I don't know. I don't know. There's I like the idea that they're tackling AI accounts. I kind of wish that there was a better way of doing it, but until we can come out with better verification methods. You just kind of have to work with whatever you got. And you got to ask yourself whether or not you're okay with the website having that much information or potentially have that much information on you if they need to verify whether or not you're a bot. So just I guess don't participate in bot activities out there, guys. No bot activities. Oh man. As far as any other topics that we can go over tonight, do you have anything else that you want to touch on?
No, I think I'm good.
So, have you been watching anything recently? Any of the new properties that have been coming out for the past week? Because it's been a nerd nirvana out there.
No.
No.
I've only watched the last episode of Rerun.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I've just been playing Bocopia after work.
Dude, I was wondering about that because I'm trying to catch up on free rent as well, right?
Mm.
And you use the same method of watching it as I do. Have you noticed that some of the subs are not showing up, or is it just me on my end?
Well, sometimes it bugs out.
Yeah.
So you just have to click the little cog
Mm-hmm.
and turn off the sub and then turn it back on.
Turn it back on.
And then
Man.
if it doesn't do it, just refresh the page. But that's just a little bug that happens with it.
Because I was thinking it was a website thing, because I was having that issue with both Free Rent and I'm trying to catch up on Trigun Stargazer as well.
No,
and
yeah,
I
it
was
happens on the website. So
damn it.
it's
Okay.
just a bug that happens on it. So
Okay. I need to
yeah.
go in and just mess around and refresh it. I think last stream, that previous week, the new trailer to Spider-Man Brand New Day came out. We didn't really get a chance to touch on that much. Did you got a chance to see the trailer?
Yeah, I did.
What did you think of the trailer so far? Or what was your impression of the trailer whenever you saw it?
I mean, we talked about it.
Yeah, I think we
I
touched
like,
on it a little bit.
yeah. And just to go over it with you guys, I like the mood that they're going for with this one.
Mm-hmm.
The other ones were more playful and, um, you know, stuff like that. I mean, all of them. Did the first one end kind of sad? I guess he didn't end up with the girl
Yeah,
for
the
Homecoming,
last
so that's
one.
kind of sad.
Yeah,
So
the
they all
last one.
end kind of
Mm-hmm.
sad now that I'm thinking about it. Like
Yeah, the last
they're
one
all
ended really
they
sad
all
for
start.
sure.
Well, yes, the last one ended really sad, but
Mm-hmm.
the second one also ended really sad. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like he's mulling over the loss of Iron Man and
True.
like
True.
his responsibilities, and then he learns how to use his spider sense.
Mm-hmm.
But it's from this guy who he thought was going to be his new Iron Man, his new Tony Stark, and he's
Mm-hmm.
actually an asshole, you know,
Right.
and that part was pretty scary, you know. Like they
Mm-hmm.
all start off really fun and
Yeah.
really like I'm a teenager and I have Spider-Man powers, you know, that sort of thing.
And then it gets
But it
heavy.
all ends up, yeah, it all ends up really heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Then the last one ended like super heavy,
Yeah.
and so it's picking up from there with the
Mm-hmm.
mood for this movie. Obviously, because you can't be happy with what happened, like with everyone that you love
Mm.
forgetting who you
Nope.
are.
No happy endings
Um,
for Peter Parker.
yeah. So it's continuing with that mood, and I really like it. Like
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to see that type of exploration with this iteration of Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Without it turning kind of cheesy, because they kind of tried to do it with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man,
Mm-hmm.
and then we got the dance scene, and that, you know,
The
I don't remember
infamous,
much of
the
Spider-Man 3,
infamous
but
black suit. Yeah.
yeah, I just know, you know, the where he's in the black suit and he's doing
Mm-hmm.
his little shindig, you know.
It's
Like
little
I'm
dance.
yeah, like they tried exploring this angsty um Peter Parker with that one,
Mm-hmm.
but I I'm excited to see it with this iteration of him, especially just because I love Tom Holland,
Yeah.
and he's my little crush, but
He's your favorite Spider-Man.
he's my favorite Spider-Man.
I ain't
I
gonna
love
lie,
him.
he's my favorite as well.
He's a good Spider-Man. Like
Yeah, he's a really good Spider-Man. I
he's a
my
believable Spider-Man and a believable Peter Parker. Like,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. That's always been my theory on it as well. Is like I grew up with the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and I always thought that Tobey Maguire was a good Peter Parker but a terrible Spider-Man. And then whenever Andrew Garfield came around, I thought Andrew Garfield was a terrible Peter Park. I mean, a terrible Peter Parker but a good Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And then Tom Holland was just like the perfect mixture of both of them, right? Where we
The
have,
balance.
yeah, it was a good balance. You have a good Peter Parker and a good Spider-Man all at the same time, and it makes me wonder, like,
Andy.
we've always talked about like, is this the actor or is it the director and writer, right? And it could
Could
be
be
a bit
both.
of both on this.
It
um,
also helps that he looks like a teenager. Like he
yeah,
actually looks
yeah,
like
it's true.
like a
It's true.
believable.
I think both Maguire and Garfield they were a little old for the role.
It was the time, you know.
Yeah.
They always cast people who, and yeah, Tom Holland and even Zendaya are older than high schoolers,
Oh, for
but
sure.
they still look like they still look believably like high
Mm-hmm.
schoolers. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Proper casting, you
Yeah,
know?
it's good casting. It's the story. It's good stories, and now we're getting. I thought it was funny that whenever the trailer came out, so many fans were happy that we have a depressed Peter,
Yeah.
depressed Spider-Man. You know,
Mm-hmm.
whenever it's like you said, didn't we have a depressed Peter at the end of almost every Spider-Man movie in the MCU at this point? But yeah, I was super excited about it, and I was talking with a couple of people about um, I was talking to a couple of people about the trailer itself and how we could be witnessing some MCU trickery happening, um, regarding like whether or not the trailer may have erased a couple of characters from certain frames within the trailer.
They, yeah.
Yeah, especially like that frame where you have Spider-Man coming in and he's fighting the Hand, and they're all jumping towards each other. And there's been theories out there that some of these Hand are looking or pointing their weapons away or to the side of Spider-Man, and they're like, well, that could possibly mean that there's other people, other heroes that are supposed to be in that frame. And then it got me thinking, right? So,
Mhm.
Daredevil Born Again season 2 recently came out. Um, there's only been one episode so far. I don't think you've seen it just yet. Or have you watched any of the Daredevil,
No,
um, the new Daredevil Born Again series?
I haven't seen any
Okay, all right.
Daredevil anything.
So I'm a huge fan. I was a huge fan of the Daredevil series whenever it was on Netflix, and then whenever they ported it over to the MCU, it still kept its energy. I really liked it, and I think to a degree it's even added like a little bit of um it's broadened the Daredevil universe in a really fun way. And this last episode that just came out, I just got through watching it not too long ago, and it was really good. And we know that within this series, they're going to be reintroducing Jessica Jones from the Netflix series. Um, John Bernthal's Punisher is coming back as well. We're going to be dealing with him. We were already dealing with him last season, and that's really fun. But the thing that I find interesting, right, is that this new Spider-Man movie is very much, or it's a little bit more of a street level from the looks of the trailer, it looks a little bit more street level. We may still be dealing with a multiverse situation, especially since this is supposed to tie into Doomsday that we're getting at the end of this year, right? But there have been some theories that some of the superheroes that we're not seeing in this trailer and could potentially be in the Spider-Man movie could tie into some of the shows that we're getting right now, such as Daredevil, right? Because Spider-Man's, I don't think that movie's coming out until July, and then supposedly we're getting a one-shot, a special presentation, which is kind of like a short release series for the Punisher in May of this year. It's coming out on Disney Plus. I think it's being called The Punisher One Last Kill. And I was like, okay, it's coming out in May. It's a short stint, right? We got Spider-Man coming out in July. We already have Daredevil going on right now, which, by the way, we're getting, like, for any Daredevil nerds out there, we got Black Suit Daredevil, and he finally has the double D's on his chest. It's fucking awesome. So I was nerding out as soon as I saw that. But a lot of people are saying that we could be having both the Punisher, which we already know the Punisher's in the Spider-Man movie, but the character that they could have erased out of that trailer was potentially Daredevil. That we could have, like, our honest to God street level MCU, right? Daredevil, Spider-Man, Punisher, and then later on they can introduce Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and I'm forgetting somebody. Who am I forgetting? I'm forgetting one other character. Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Daredevil. Maybe it's just the four. But more street level stories, which anybody who's been a Spider-Man fan from the comics has been looking for this since time immemorial, right? So we could possibly be getting that. And I'm super, super excited for that, man. I'm kind of, did you, you said you never watched any of the Netflix shows, right?
No.
Oh, dude, there was so
I don't have
much good
Netflix,
material. Oh, you don't have Netflix?
But so it could be Daredevil.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely see it being him, just because he he was in the last one. He
Yeah.
cameoed briefly, so
Yeah.
could definitely see him. Punisher was in the trailer,
He's
so
already in the
more
trailer.
reason. Yeah, more reason for him to show up. They were also saying that it could be whoever Sadie Sink is playing.
Yeah. So
Because
there's a
she's
whole
supposed to be,
conversation. Mm-hmm.
yeah, because she's supposed to be a possible other spider person, right?
So yeah,
And
there's a couple of theories on who she could be.
mhm.
I've been hearing that a lot of people are thinking that she's Jean Grey.
Oh yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah,
Because she has red hair.
because she has the red hair, which honestly is so this is what I was thinking on that. I don't think it's Jean Grey, only because it kind of makes no sense to throw the X-Men into a Spider-Man movie. Like, it's just
Because they've never interacted.
well, they've interacted
They
before, but it's just
Okay.
kind of like, it's just kind of out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And I think there's like some real licensing issues, right? Because first of all, Spider-Man is still underneath Sony's wing, technically, right? Sony still holds the rights to Spider-Man, and this is technically a joint movie between Marvel and Sony. So for them to introduce a brand new, and I say brand new, but we're talking like the rebooted version of Jean Grey, just kind of like would make no or I guess business wise, it kind of makes no sense. Like, why would you introduce this character that's strictly an MCU character now into a Spider-Man movie that's technically owned by Sony? Like, I'd figure you'd be running into all kinds of BS with that, right? But the reason that people think that it could possibly be Jean Grey is because of there's a couple of scenes within the trailer where it looks as if a being of some sort is transferring from mind to mind in the trailer. Like you know that specific scene where Spider-Man pries open like a safe door or a door to a tank or something like that, and there's an old lady in there, and then like her something happens where like there's like a brain transfer from her to a guard or a soldier nearby, and then there's another brain transfer to somebody else. It's kind of like just a quick scene in the trailer, but people see that and they're like, oh, well, obviously that's Jean Grey who has telepathic powers, um, going from mind to mind somehow. And then I was like, well, it could be a million other things as well. um, for instance, so technically, whenever this movie was being made, there was a lot of debate between Marvel and Sony about what kind of movie this Spider-Man movie was going to be, right? Because at the end of the day, like I said, Sony still owns the complete rights to Spider-Man. They're the ones that dictate to Marvel when a Spider-Man movie is going to come out. The only difference is that Marvel is the creative mind behind the most recent introduction of Spider-Man movies, right? So whenever Sony originally came to Marvel, they said that they wanted a multiverse movie, kind of what we got with Spider-Man No Way Home, right? They wanted other characters from the MCU coming in to kind of boost the movie and boost the story. Marvel, on the other hand, along with Kevin Feige and Tom Holland, they wanted more of a street level Spider-Man movie, and it looks as if we got sort of a compromise from what I remember hearing that Toby, or I'm sorry, not Toby. I'm reading chat and I'm thinking Toby Maguire. Because Forrest Hammer in chat says he still likes Toby Maguire as Spider-Man. But um, um, Tom Holland and Kevin Feige got more creative control. So the rumor was that we were going to be getting more of a street level story out of out of this Spider-Man movie, and that we were there was going to be a little bit multiverse behind it, but it was mostly a street level story. If that's true, right? It's not beyond the pale to say that Sadie Sink is playing a different Spider Person, right? That she could either be playing like a Gwen Stacy type. Maybe she could be playing Mayday Parker, which is the future daughter of Spider-Man and MJ, of Peter Parker and MJ. Sorry, that she could be playing. Well, really, I've only really seen those two characters, and that since we're getting hints of the Brand New Day storyline within this trailer, where we could potentially be getting organic web shooters and possibly some other different spider powers, right? That we could be dealing with a story that involves Morlun, which in the comics, Morlun was like this dimension hopping villain who were looking to kill all spider people within the Spider Verse, right? To kind of gain their powers. So yeah, I think maybe she's playing more of a Spider Person. I highly doubt she's playing Jean Grey. It just wouldn't make any sense for the MCU to introduce the X-Men like that. We're
Yeah.
probably not gonna get new X-Men until like after Secret War. Whenever
Well,
we
I
start
think
the
they're in
mutant saga.
Doomsday too.
Yeah, well the
As the
The
beginning
Fox
of
X-Men
the
are in Doomsday. Yeah,
yeah,
definitely. So
but pretty
yeah, I
cool.
don't think we're going to be getting like a rebooted version of the X-Men until well out, or maybe during Secret Wars, but definitely after. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So it'd be a really weird way to introduce an X Men. Although, so I had a buddy who had a theory about how this could possibly be Jean Grey, and what he said was that maybe whenever the Fantastic Four came into the MCU, right, because they had to hop a dimension to come into the MCU, like we saw at the end of Thunderbolts, or New Avengers, I guess we should call it. And his theory is that whenever they came into our dimension, it released gamma rays, and gamma rays hit Earth, therefore mutating people into mutants, therefore creating the X-Men. And that's what we're getting in this movie. But again, that's a little, I mean, you're doing a lot of reaching, but it's a cool thought. But that's a lot of reaching just to get the X-Men into the into this universe. But I am interested to see who she's gonna be playing, because in all honesty, I have no idea who she's playing, and it's kind of nice, a trailer being released and it not giving away
Giving everything away.
exactly.
Yeah, like what I was complaining about um earlier.
Mm-hmm.
That they did a good job with, but then they were just like, well, here, have this poster that announces this character that we took the time to hide
Mm-hmm.
in the trailers.
Yep.
Pissed me
Yep.
off. But before I forget, there's
Mm-hmm.
this cool theory that I came across. So you know that the spell that um was conjured to make everyone forget about Peter Parker, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No one knows who Peter Parker is.
Right.
Um, it so it does erase the memories that people have of
Mm-hmm.
Peter Parker, but it doesn't erase the memories that they may have had when they interacted with Spider-Man. So they're
Oh.
saying that MJ and Ned may have memories of them interacting with Spider-Man. Like that they may remember that for Ned, he may remember that he was friends with Spider-Man. He
Mm-hmm.
was helping, like he was the guy in the chair for Spider-Man. He
Mm-hmm.
doesn't know why, but he
That's a
might.
good point.
And then for MJ, she may remember that she was dating Spider-Man, but
Mm-hmm.
she just doesn't know who Spider-Man is. So that might be like something that could be explored in this movie, which
Yeah,
I hope
because
they
they're
do.
not. Yeah, they're not touching that at all, right? They haven't really. They're kind of like giving off this feeling that they don't remember Spider-Man himself, right? But
Mhm.
I mean, like as we've seen in the trailer, MJ is still wearing the necklace.
Wearing the necklace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And I'm pretty sure Ned, I don't know, like they haven't gone deep enough. But I mean, at this point, Ned was almost studying to become a sorcerer, right? So,
Yeah.
in the
Which
last
I
movie,
which I hope they, cuz they were speculating that he was going to be um some kind of villain, one of the villains.
oh, like he
Uh,
was gonna be a goblin or something to that degree.
yeah, not Goblin, but
Mm-hmm.
one of those guys who
Yeah.
does that type of magic. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know the villains for Spider-Man. So they were speculating he was going to be one of them because he started
Mm.
showing these type of magic powers. They're like, "Hey, this one villain that is in the Spider-Man comics
Mm-hmm.
has those types of powers. So
Yeah.
maybe Ned is going to be." And they even show a little Lego piece in the last movie. It's a guy in a hood, and
Yeah.
they're like, that's foreshadowing that Ned's gonna be
Oh
that
man,
villain.
leave it up to
Yeah,
the toys to spoil stuff.
yeah. So I don't know, like
Mm-hmm.
this. Obviously, there's a lot that's being touched on with
Yeah.
this movie. It's gonna be crazy. It feels like it's gonna be another Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire movie 3 type deal where there was a lot going on in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a lot of it was lost, at least to me. Like, I don't remember anything from that movie. I just remember being confused, like because of how many plot points there were.
Yeah,
So
yeah, there was a lot going on at the time. Although I would
yeah,
argue that No Way Home probably beat that in the amount of how many villains and how many other heroes they had in that movie. But
yeah.
the other thing I didn't think about, especially talking about like who could possibly remember Spider-Man and not Peter Parker,
Hmm.
is that we also get Bruce Banner in this
Yeah,
trailer.
yeah, he was in there
Mm-hmm. He was in there. We're dealing with somebody
as not the
who
Hulk.
exactly, and he has his split personality, which is the Hulk. And what if it's the Hulk that remembers who Peter Parker is? I mean, he could even very well be one of the characters that was erased out of the trailer during one of the fight scenes, right? Like,
Oh,
how could the Hulk, right? I mean, if we're getting Bruce Banner in some form or fashion, like, what's to stop the Hulk from joining Spider Man and
but
fighting this, magical
yeah.
this magical foe, right? Especially since I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Whenever I first heard about this movie, they had an actor who was going to be playing Mister Negative, um, and I think they are aiming to make Mister Negative the head of the hand now. Maybe I don't know because I know they hired an actor to portray Mister Negative, so I don't know how they're going to be utilizing him. Um, but outside of the hand, we really the hand and Scorpion. I think the Scorpion was the other villain that they introduced. We don't know who else the main protagonist of this movie is gonna be, and Marvel is doing a damn good job at keeping it under wraps. they're they're really good at throwing people off the trail. So I'm really interested to see what they're gonna do with this property past this point. Like I'm hyped. I'm glad they didn't spoil too much because it allows the rest of us to kind of come up with theories on what we think is gonna happen. But oh my god, the potential is all over the place.
Hmm.
Um, Also, see the other thing that I got to watch last week was you've never watched any of the Invincible episodes either, have you? Or do you?
I watched the first season,
Okay.
um, and I watched some of the second season, and then I think I watched cause Adam
Mm-hmm.
Eve, that's her name. She got her own little like
Yeah, she got
season
her
two,
own
right?
episode. Yeah, she got
Yeah.
like a
Oh, her
standalone.
only an episode. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I think I watched some of an episode, but I don't remember. But I haven't been caught
Yeah,
up with it.
I'm not completely caught up just yet. I think I may be maybe an episode or two behind. What do you think so far of the season?
Oh, what season?
Oh, season two. Or I'm sorry, we're not in season two now. What season are we in now? Oh
Well, I
God.
haven't been watching it, so
Oh, you haven't
I
been
don't have
watching
an
any of the
opinion.
newest
Yeah,
season. Oh, I
no.
see. I see.
Yeah, I haven't been
Well,
watching it.
the reason I wanted to bring it up because this brought up a interesting um uh an interesting gripe that some of the fans had, right? So
Hmm.
some people that have watched the new episode are complaining about the animation. They're starting to compare, from what I'm seeing online, they're starting to compare the animation to they're comparing the animation to One Punch Man season 3, right?
Really?
That Invincible uses too many PNG images, except for whenever there's like a really big battle. But like they're saying that the animation does a lot to cut costs whenever wherever they can. Yeah, yeah, Mark, definitely. The new season is out already. Um, and so I started thinking about this, right? Because there has, I, you know, we had talked about Dr. Stone a couple of streams ago. where I was saying that even their animation can be slideshowy every now and again. But it's for me, I didn't really care because it's really the story that continues to have me come back and watch the series. And I feel the same way with Invincible as well, where it's the story that keeps having me come back. Um, because I don't know if you run across this recently, but recently Jujutsu Kaisen and what's the other one? Chainsaw Man. Their mangas recently completed or ended, and fans aren't too happy with the ending of them. And those are two IPs where their animes get glazed a lot for their animations and the detail that goes into them. So what I wanted to ask you is that can a fan look past animation if the story is good enough? Like, does the animation really matter that much? What's your take?
If the animation is bad,
Well, or maybe not bad, but could be better, right? Like, you know, the animation to
well,
Invincible isn't terrible. It could be better,
mhm.
right? It's not like Demon Slayer level level animation, but I'm willing to forgive it if the story's good enough for me.
Mm. That's hard for me to say, from my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
because I really, really value animation
Mm-hmm.
in an animation.
Right.
Funny, I wanted animation in my animation. Like, so I really liked Devil is a Part-Timer. Loved the
mm-hmm.
first season. The second season that exists, that I'm going to remind myself exists,
Mm-hmm.
came out after a decade, and
Uh-huh.
everyone, like, I was super excited for it. And um like, the story is fun. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and the story should be more fun in the second season because they're actually trying to figure out what's going on in their actual world, which is exciting, right? That
Mm-hmm.
that's the kind of stuff I live for.
Yeah.
But the animation feels, because there's a lot of exposition that has to be done with their world, that they're talking about, because we don't know a lot about their fictional world where Satan comes from,
Yeah.
or devil, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So the animation being so boring, and then the exposition dumping of every episode, nothing saves it. Like, especially for me, where I
Yeah.
value animation.
Right.
Like, even if I really wanted to know where the story goes,
Mm-hmm.
the animation is so bad that I'm just like, yeah, I haven't gone past episode 3.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't do it. And to top that off, like, the story is boring. Like, it
Oh,
doesn't save it.
I
So,
see.
if the story were better, I don't see myself watching it even,
Mm-hmm.
because, like, I grew up watching really great animations. Why would I
Mm-hmm.
why would I stop to if I wanted a story, I'd just read a book or listen to an audiobook, right?
Right. Right.
Why would I waste my time watching an animation like that when I could just be watching something better that
Mm-hmm.
looks way better, um, you know, with
Yeah.
an even better story, or even a lackluster story, as people have said with Demon Slayer. They say the story's not very, you know, it's not very too deep. It's simple.
Yeah.
What carries it is the animation.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I can agree with that. Like, that's what boosts it up to, like, 11, you
Right.
know? Um, so yeah, no, for me, that's just a hard ask for me because I have such a hard stance that animation in an animation is important. Like,
Mm-hmm. I mean, it makes sense. I I feel like as of recently, only because I think that if we have a show that starts off with great animation right off the bat, and then all of a sudden we have significant downgrades, um, that is like that sometimes can be a little bit too much of a stark contrast for me to where it throws me out of the property, right? Like it just kind of like for instance One Punch Man, right? Like first season fucking top notch, right? Like I don't know what those animators were on, but I want whatever they're smoking. You know what I mean? Um and then you get seasons 2 and 3 and you're just like, "Holy shit, like we just had a significant dip." And that significant dip wasn't enough to make me come back, because whenever it comes to the story of One Punch Man, the story is not exactly super deep, right? It's like you're
mhm,
mostly there for the fights. You're mostly there for the animation of it all, trying seeing how these fights go down. Especially since we're getting like universal threats at some point. Um, and it's kind of this, whenever we're talking about like Demon Slayer or what, like you said with Demon Slayer, right? It's the animation carries the property for the most part, because it's like you said, the story isn't as deep, as some other properties that you would come across, but the animation's carrying it. Whenever it comes to, I'm trying to think of others that, like Doctor Stone or Invincible or what's another one that just has okay animation and it's not the best. Um, hmm. Right now, it's really just those two that really come to mind right off the bat. I guess whenever you think about like old 90s animes of like, for instance, like Trigun didn't have the best animation back then comparatively. Um, but whenever you have these properties and the story hooks me, at that point, I don't care too much about whether or not it's like Jujutsu Kaisen level animation anymore. You know what I mean? Like the story's got me. Like I'm willing to deal with not the best animation techniques if it means that I can get serviceable animation, but I'm mostly there for that story, and it's really carrying the entire story. And it's not to say that the animation in Invincible is bad. It really isn't. I would say the animation in Invincible is probably better than One Punch Man season 3. I would put it more, because they do put some effort into the fight scenes. It's just there are some there's certain cuts within the animation where people notice that it's a PNG image, or they're using a still image and they're kind of zooming out on it, or it's like a still image pan, stuff like that. And the series itself even has made in fun of itself.
yeah, it
um
has
yeah,
for
it's
that
made a
type of
comment.
like saving. Yeah, that's why I thought it was funny that you
Hmm.
mentioned that the animation went down because they even made a joke about that
Yeah, they made a joke.
in the first season.
Honestly,
So,
I don't think the animation's really gone down. I think the animation is still on par as the previous seasons. I don't think the animation's gone down at all. But you have had people that are new to the series are coming in saying that the animation is lackluster compared to some of its Eastern counterparts, right?
mm,
But I mean, but like I said, sometimes I'm willing to forgive it if the story's good enough. If
Yeah.
I'm gonna be completely honest, you know.
Mhm.
um, but yeah, I had noticed. Did you hear about the mangas to Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen being their endings being contested and argued about?
I've heard that they were not good. Uh,
I don't know specifics, right? Because
yeah, I
obviously
don't know either.
I haven't read them, but I'm hearing murmurs around the internet of a number of fans not being too happy about it at all.
Interesting. Well, they weren't happy about the Demon Slayer ending either. So
Really?
who knows? Yeah, they're not happy with it.
Hold on,
And
is the final movie out already?
no to the manga.
Oh, oh, to the manga. Oh, got you,
Yeah, the
got
manga's
you.
ended. So they know, like, people know how it's gonna end, and
Oh,
it's panning out the way that it's, ending.
right.
But like, I don't know. eh, Those, so the thing about these properties,
Mm-hmm.
they're not happy. Like, these aren't the things that are happening in them are not good. So I don't
Yeah, yeah,
like, I get it. I want a happy ending too. But let's face it, like Chainsaw Man is super sad.
yeah.
Jujutsu Kaisen, like a lot of fucked up shit happened. Like to my knowledge, as someone who's just watched, the animes and stuff. Very sad stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing happy with that. Like they're
Mm-hmm.
literally killing each other. Like it's like, and then Demon Slayer, it's demon slaying, and a
Yeah.
bunch of people have already died that we barely knew. So I get it. I don't like sad endings either. If it, I want everyone to be happy and
Mm-hmm.
all that jazz. But I think that's what people are getting angry about is that, and this is just me speculating because I have no idea how it gets to that sad point. Maybe they hate how it gets to that unhappy ending,
Right.
which, okay, I can get behind because I hate poor writing too. But if they're just mad that it's an unhappy ending, I hate to break it to you, but the whole thing is unhappy. So it's
Yeah.
hard to even see them getting a happy ending. So is the writing at least good for it? I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. Maybe these people are just being sad because of that unhappy stuff.
And that's what I've been running across too. Like there's been a number of people that were like, "Oh, well, I think that the fandoms aren't ever going to be happy with any property because, they just don't want the property to end." You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
so if it doesn't end in like, I mean, let's see, what was that? What was the anime that ended recently that had a pretty decent ending and fans were still complaining about it? I'm spacing on it right
Really.
now. Um, oh no, we talked about it previous stream. Ah, I'm having a brain fart. It hurts.
What's it about?
It's the oh no.
Just say what it's about. What's it about? Do you remember?
It was a property that ended recently. It was a pretty decent ending, but fans were still complaining and they wanted more. They thought there was going to be more at the end than what there actually was. It I don't even think it was an anime at this point. I think it was
We're talking about
probably just a
Stranger
show.
Things.
Yes. There we
I was like,
go.
anime? I was like, no
Sorry.
animes have ended
Sorry, but
recently.
I had the biggest
Stranger
brain fart.
Things.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was yeah, there was a number of
Well,
people that
that
were just
one,
like, mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm one of those people. It's because it's written badly. That's what I was saying. Like,
Uh-huh.
uh, I of course at the surface it's a happy ending,
Right.
quotation marks because 11 is speculated to be could be dead.
Could possibly
Um,
be dead. Might be
Either way,
alive.
she's not there with her friends, so
Right,
not very
right.
happy ending. Anyways, like I was happy at first with the ending because it's a happy ending, but then when
Mm-hmm.
you look at all the stuff that they were teasing and all of this stuff that they could have done with it, and the actual writing for the fifth season, it makes you angry because it's
Yeah.
actually not very good. Like it's not written very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying with these ones. Like I am okay with an unhappy ending,
Mm-hmm.
as long as it's written well, and I am going to be angry at a happy ending if it's written poorly. So,
True. True.
and that's what happened with Stranger Things is actually not very good, especially with how much stuff they were hinting at. Like, why are you doing this? You basically just spit in the face of your fan base
Why are you doing
who
this to
loves,
us?
yeah, who loves to they love to be super sleuths. And
Mm-hmm.
then you gave them the clues, and then you're like, psych, there's actually nothing there's no payoff for this thing that you caught that you were being clever with. You're actually dumb. Like, what the heck? Like,
Oh crap, you know
dumb.
what? Forrest Hammer brings up a good point. They are creating an animation for Stranger Things. Now that I think about it.
They did, right?
Yeah.
Did it release already?
I don't know if it released just yet, but I think I haven't seen it at least. But I think they are releasing
Which
a
also makes me mad because it like there's no it takes place with the characters
yeah.
but in a different point in the timeline.
Mhm.
So it's just like these things that you're possibly animating on or telling on,
Yeah.
the characters that we know have no recollection of it. So it's just like,
Yeah.
why? Like, why are you doing this? Like, what? Just make a new property and make it
Right.
good. Like, stop. You already milked the cash cow. Like, stop doing it.
I think it's interesting how um we have a number of properties out there where I don't know. Even though I'm definitely an art guy, I'm definitely an animation guy. I appreciate great animation. Um, I don't know. Am I in the wrong for saying that I'm okay with an animation company? I feel kind of dirty saying it. I ain't gonna lie. I felt kind of dirty
You're
saying that
okay with an
I'm a
animation company.
just not really phoning it in, but it's like if the animation's not that great, I'm still okay as long as the story it has me hooked and still going. And I
I
think
mean, that's not a wrong, like, that's okay.
I think I mostly say that because I find myself like I said with like Doctor Stone and Invincible, right, where you have people actively complaining that the animation isn't not that it's terrible, but it's not as good as its contemporaries, right? But I'm just like, okay, yeah, sure, it's not as good as its contemporaries, but that story though,
Hmm.
that story's really fucking good. And so so I wonder I feel like I feel like I may be in the wrong to say that being an art guy, but
I
crap,
mean,
man.
it it is I'm not gonna lie, it is a weird take because
Yeah.
I'd rather just read the comics. Like,
Mhm.
isn't Invincible based off of a comic series?
Oh yeah, for sure. But then you
So then
also
I'd just
don't get the
rather
well,
we
I
don't
was gonna
get
say you
the
also don't get like the voice acting and the
I'm
cinema.
okay without that. That's fine.
Oh,
Like,
really?
I don't need that. I'm okay with that. I
I
like
tend
we
to really
said,
like the combined product. I tend to like, especially since with Invincible you have a lot of really good actors. Um,
oh
uh,
yeah, no, like I agree.
mm-hmm.
But I just think, like I said, an animation needs to be an animation, especially with one that has a focus on, like, they're superheroes, so they're gonna
Yeah,
fight.
yeah.
So the fight scenes need to be good.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
I think this is just me saying this too because I've watched some slice of life animes that
Mm-hmm.
were animated so well, um from specifically from Kyoto Annie,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
like it's just so well done. And then you watch something like that, like an action driven anime, and the
Yeah.
animation is bad. It's just like, then why?
It's
What
like,
is the
what the
point?
hell?
Like, yeah, it's a wasted. I feel like it's a waste of the medium. But I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, I do understand that.
if you still enjoy it, that's
Uh-huh.
fine.
Well, the
But
thing is,
I
like,
won't, like, I can't enjoy it.
it's funny because I see your point, and I do agree. Like, if you're watching a animation, you want the animation to be well done, and you expect
Mhm.
that. And then I'm like, yeah, yeah, like I totally agree. And then another part of me is like, yeah, but you do also like this other thing. You gotta admit that you like this other thing, and the animation's not great on it. And I'm just like, ah, you bastard, you're right.
Mhm.
so so it's like my brain's battling with itself, right? Because it's like it's like, yeah, I love great animation, and I think that animation houses should strive for well done work. I think they should be compensated for good work, and I also think that, churning out good work takes a long time. And whenever you're dealing with a serialized property that's gonna have a number of different seasons, sometimes that animation is going to be sacrificed in pursuit of releasing something that's not going to have like a 4 to 5 year gap in between every season, right? But then
Mhm.
on the other hand, I'm just like, okay, well, yeah, 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 you're right. But that story though,
Mhm.
and it's true, like I can watch, I can just read the manga, or I could just read the comic book. But then I'm also a big fan of like the voice acting, or I'm a big fan of soundtracks that are applied to these things, and I'm a big fan of like just the entire process. So I don't know. I feel like I'm a walking contradiction right now because I'm enjoying something that doesn't have great animation, but maybe it's a situation where we shouldn't expect like Demon Slayer level animation with everything, but we should still expect
Okay, Demon
decent.
Slayer is kind of like that's they're on a level all their own.
Yeah, or
Like,
like,
they're
season one
amazing.
One Punch Man, like we shouldn't
But
expect that all the time. But at the
we don't
same
expect it all the
token,
time, but we should
yeah,
get decent
we should
animation,
get decent
especially for
animation, which
an
I would,
action driven one.
and I would argue that both Invincible and Doctor Stone have decent animation, not the best, but decent, right? And maybe
So the
this
fight
is,
scenes are pretty good, like
yeah,
choreographed
I
pretty
think
well.
most of the fight scenes are well done. There's only like certain, cuz you know what the internet does, right? They see a certain thing and they nitpick the shit out of something, right? It's
Yeah.
not like it's like I said, it's not like One Punch Man season 3 where we're getting a shit ton of slideshows and a whole bunch of still images. It's not that level, and
Hmm.
it's only so egregious with that because we have season one, and you're constantly referring back to season one, and asking the
Hmm.
animation studio like, why the hell can't you do that, um because I think the animation that you got, so like you said, you've seen season one of Invincible, right?
Hmm.
So the animation is the same. The animation hasn't gone down at all. It's exactly the
Hmm.
same as season one. um
Okay.
but the denizens of the internet are starting to nitpick it in comparison to other animated shows that look better, right? So
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know if that's like, I don't know if it's a situation of, okay, well, I think some people's standards are being a little bit too high because the animation is still serviceable while still giving us a good story, or maybe my standards of animation have gone down for the sake of a good story. I don't know. That's where I'm stuck. I'm stuck in this weird artistic in between.
Yeah, I think that's something maybe you need to like figure out.
I need to
Like
come to terms with. I need a come to Jesus moment and figure out if I'm okay with it.
like I don't know, because you're also it's different for you because you're also a writer. So
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
think you're okay with the like if the story is serviceable and the animation is not. So
Mm-hmm.
you're like I said, my situation is different because I really value
Mm-hmm.
animation.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've valued it even more because I've,
You're
I'm
starting to get into it now.
dabbling into it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So for you, it might be different because you're also a writer. So
Yeah.
I think you're an artist that is in both worlds. So you see the value of it no matter what, right?
Yeah.
Now, if
Yeah.
the writing and the animation were bad, I'm sure you would
Oh
see
yeah, for
both.
sure. I would totally
Just
shit
be
on
like,
it.
yeah, like this is terrible. And the
Yeah, because
animation
it's
is bad.
absolutely
Like, but
terrible. How dare
yeah,
they?
So I think that's, you're also a special case where
I'm,
you're valuing it in all aspects.
I'm definitely a special case in something for sure.
Okay.
Maybe my take is way off. Who knows?
I don't know. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt here.
And I appreciate that, Lily. I really do. You're the best.
Thanks.
All right, so we are, holy crap, we're 19 past the hour. So let's take a look at what we got so far. What did
Okay.
we
Let me
translate
finish
this post
shading.
as? Oh shit, you did Resident Evil Leon, yeah?
Yep.
There
It's
we go.
Leon S. Kennedy. This guy has been all over
He has.
the internet, and for good reason. He's a
Right?
hunk. Love him.
Dreamboat.
Love this dude.
All I
He's a
see
badass.
are memes of what's her name? Is her name Grace?
Grace. Oh,
Yeah. I just
Grace.
see shit ton of memes regarding Grace.
Poor dude. Um, yeah, I really grew to like this character
Mm-hmm.
and Grace too. She's, you know, uh, speaks to me on that anxious, scared level.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but yeah, like to see and to learn like how important this guy is. Like he's
Mm-hmm.
been in 4 of the games, so he's
Oh yeah,
like a
he's a
goat,
veteran, man.
and to see him come back in this game and people freaking out about it was really cool. Yeah. And what else was I gonna say? And also people saying that like he's 56 or something like that, and they're
Is
like,
he?
"Oh, he's old." Yeah, they were saying he's old.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, "Bro, 56 is not old. What do you mean?" Like especially like I've met people older than Leon that
Mm-hmm.
move around way more way more spry than me. So
Way
it's just
more,
like
yeah.
and Leon is literally like backflipping and jumping off of stuff and like
Right?
kicking down shit
Fucking
and
Superman over there.
his
Jesus.
physique is amazing for 56. Like
Right?
if
It's
anything, step it up.
unrealistic body standards for men.
No, guys, it's real. You're just
She's like, you're just not hitting the gym enough, all right?
I mean, yeah, you can't have rip like arm like gun show like Leon does.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
okay with that. But we could all stand to move around a little bit
We could
more.
all stand to at least try to achieve the godlike goals that Leon sets, for
Not
sure.
really. Just move around a little more and you'll be fine. You will be okay at 56.
I'm hoping. I'm hoping, man. Like
Yeah,
let's just keep the body healthy and the mind sharp, you know?
pretty much.
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw the pose and I immediately thought Spider-Man. Like
Ah,
I wanna like create a background where he's like doing a flip between buildings and you're seeing like a bird's eye view of him. So I'll keep messing around with this cuz
That would be
I,
cool. Yeah.
honestly, I think out of all the years of me being a Spider-Man fan, I don't think I've ever drawn
Drawn
him.
Spider-Man?
Yeah, yeah. So whenever I was
Really?
drawing him, I was like, oh, dude, like it's. I don't think I've drawn Spider-Man since I was a kid. So yeah, it's real fun, and I'm trying to keep close to the Tom Holland version of the suit. So that
Yeah.
was
Looks
that was a
great.
lot of fun. But yeah, yeah, we got two great characters out of this one pose. Awesome. But
Yeah.
outside of that, I think that'll take care of us for the night. If you want to sign us out,
Yeah. So we'll close the stream now for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Go follow Esso at Esso Art Studio on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. Give him a follow, like his stuff. He'll be posting this piece up later this week
yeah,
or
probably
when
on
it.
Wednesday. I'm hoping.
Okay. Yeah, go check it out. You can find me at Lily Lilac Draws on Instagram, Threads, Tumblr, TikTok. If you'd like, go check out our coffee page, make a donation. Anything is kindly appreciated. All of our links are down below. But thanks for unwinding with us again this week and listening us to us ramble about everything that inspired us, angered us, or made us super happy. We'll see you next time, and remember, stay creative.
Peace.
Bye bye.